Pretty nice Harley Davidson sitting here. I got the bars dropped on it. Got some custom parts. I was looking at that right there. It's pretty neat. I was thinking about maybe taking that and casting that sand, making one for me or a couple. They're neat. It's kind of unique. It's solid. Chrome plated though. I'll do one in aluminum maybe. Anyway, this guy pissed off the wrong chick one night, and the other chick cut his main harness. So these are ran through the bars of wires. So we're going to solder these up. This is really short, tedious work. I generally don't do other people's bikes. You know, I'll do their chain maybe or tires, but this is kind of like, I don't try to be, you know, I generally don't do other people's bikes, but this guy's pretty cool. I know him, local. He asked me if I could hook him up. I had to go get it with the trailer, and we'll see what we can do. We're going to solder them up. Real quick setup here. We got the harness coming in twice. Heat shrink. Heat shrink. We got heat shrink for each individual one. We got a larger heat shrink down here to cover these two, or to cover the length. Okay, we got some really short connections to try to make here. I did one already. See that one? And each individual one has a heat shrink wrapped over it. Just gonna go over and then stick it inside the bars a little bit. We'll just continue across. 7 and 5, 12. We got 12, so let's get that out of the way so the soldering iron don't mess us up. You know, this is good for like, you know, if you're jumping stuff on your bike, you don't want stuff dancing around. You know, you never know what's hitting, what's grounding out on you. Mess your bike up. This bike's pretty custom. It's like 25 grand, he said, or 30 in it. That was 6. RevTech 1100. Put some money into it. Try to straighten them out. Alright, we'll see what kind of footage we can get. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, but we'll do a couple anyway so you can see. I do wire strips, these are too damn tight, so take the shortest ones. Those two are workable. Take the green one in a bit. Keep that out of the way for us. Yellow. It's a nice long one. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kind of overlapping there. This is actually the horn. Let me get the horn first. Slipping back the most. Wire back, find the corresponding line. It's right here. You could jam them together, you could do a 90 degrees each side. I'll just go ahead and melt that. Roll it in your hands, so you gotta connect it like that. Okay, solder will do the rest. A little bit of flux. Put it right on your solder. Get up a little bit. See, if you heat it up, the solder will run to the heat. flux will let it run. Totally sealed all the way around. That's how you need it. And the shrink wrap will come up over it. Be gone like that, protect it. Move on to the next one is a million, so just double check. That's pretty solid there, so that's what you want. You want a solid all the way around bead. That's a little excessive, but there we go. Victim. It's a little short, but we'll go with that. All yellow, yellow. Put a little bend on it. Hook it in. Generally we'd go a little longer wires here, but that's what we got going, so you know, I don't want to take the chance of breaking the wire trying to strip it and not having enough to do it. So try this at first. See, we're locked in anyway. Full strands, and the iron will go ahead and work that plastic flux. Just heating it up a little bit, the wire. Now I'm going to add solder. Make a little curl. Just rolling in my fingers nice and flat. So no matter what, we know we got a connection there. Get some heat on it. There's 4 we got going. So this is what happens when you banging some chick or someone else's chick. I don't know the story if it was someone else's chick, if it was his ex-chick got pissed, or if it was the husband that did this or something. If it was the husband, he should have been in there and he should have just took the whole damn bike, you know, instead of cutting it so it looks like a chick thing. But the fact that she cut it in the perfect spot right at the bars, she kind of knew what she was doing, or someone did. Going a little heavy on this one. Got it all? Yes. If you break a couple strands, you don't got the room, I mean, you can go with it, you know, but the heat can break the copper if you're on it too much. If you break it where we're at, it's a nightmare. you basically got to run new wire through the bars or through whatever you might be doing. And be careful not to melt the wires around it when you're working. Make sure they're all separated. The shrink wrap's going to do the rest. See what we got going on here. So we got, how many do we got here? 6. So the blinker is next at 7. There's green on each side. Make sure you're coming from the right end or whatever you're doing. One shot deal here, man. These all out of the way. This green one happens to be nice and long. Flux on the solder. Kind of ran out of flux there a little bit. This side, I'm sure I already got it, but just double checking it. Just put it out if you want. That one's done. So what do we got? 7? There's 7. Do this to protect the wire from itself, the neighboring wires, the bars, and also the angle going into the bars. Be nice and protected. So we'll shrink them one at a time. Make sure we got them all. Don't come up with a bigger one to get them all at once. Continue on with the other side, and then when I come back, we'll shrink them up. All right. Soldering's done. These are all our leads, all our controls. Go ahead and start heat shrinking. Alright, we're going to go in a little bit more than we need to so we can protect from this angle here. So I'm going to pull it out as far as I can, line a couple of them up so we don't waste the heat. They're relatively next to each other, so we'll do 2 to start off. Show you what I mean. It's about halfway. Actually, you know what? I think I want to do them all because we got the heat so close. This is a tight spot, man. Okay, that should do it. Very low heat, man. Protect the other ones. A little tight, so burn a little bit, but I want to make sure I get them good. Okay, so the heat shrink got torched. It's a little tight, a little messy, but it's gonna do it. It's gonna work. Oh, fucking hell, didn't get it all the way, did it? Really, connection's good. That white one's a little suspect. There you go.